Whether your back's barking, your hips are whining, or your knees sound like a microwave popcorn bag, stop throwing band-aids at the symptoms. Stretching, foam rolling, massages, physio visits, pills and surgeries, they're all treating the effect, not the cause. Movement is the medicine your body's been craving, and in this video, I'm not handing you a quick fix. I'm giving you the 5 fundamental movements that I use to stay pain-free and that have helped hundreds of people around the world ditch their aches like bad Tinder dates. Let's start with the forgotten classic, the deep squat. You've probably ghosted this move somewhere after childhood. This isn't a leg day power squat, it's your resting position. Babies do it better than most adults. Somewhere before age 25, we traded it for couches and car seats. But the deep squat? It decompresses your spine, opens your hips, stretches your lower back, trains your knees, and even reactivates your pelvic floor. Yes, it's got that kind of resume. Got tight hips, low back pain, knees that pop like bubble wrap? Start here. And here's the secret. You don't have to look like a yoga master. You don't need to nail it. Just sit in it. Let gravity do the teaching. This isn't a workout, this is recess for your joints. Your ancestors did this all day without even thinking about it, while cooking, cleaning, or avoiding saber-toothed tigers. Make it part of your day. Whether you're reading, watching Netflix, doom-scrolling social media, or hiding from responsibilities, start sneaking this into your routine. You don't have to look elegant doing it. Spoiler, you won't at first. Just build up time in the position throughout the day. Can't get low yet? That's fine. Elevate your heels. Grab a sturdy chair or a countertop like you're about to break into a karaoke number. With time, your body will remember this is your natural resting position, not just something you did once during a yoga class you swore you'd go back to. The challenge. Start with 5 minutes a day. That's it. Break it up into little chunks if you need to. Squat while brushing your teeth. Squat while waiting for your coffee. Squat while pretending to fold laundry. The goal? Build up to 30 minutes a day over time. By the time you get there, your joints will be singing your praises, and so will your spine, possibly in baritone.
And number 2 on the list,
the passive hang. This, my friend, is the shoulder rehab they never taught you in gym class. Hanging might look simple, but it's like a full-body chiropractic session, only free and without the awkward neck cracking. It decompresses your spine, resets your shoulder mechanics, strengthens your grip, and fixes that modern-day hunchback posture most of us are rocking thanks to phones, laptops, and stress. Most people live in internal rotation, a fancy term for walking around like you're always bracing for a pie in the face. Hanging gives your scapula a chance to slide and glide like they were meant to, and your thoracic spine some much-needed breathing room. Now here's a fun fact. Grip strength is one of the strongest predictors of mortality. Yup, strong grip equals longer life. So if you want to be the cool, mobile grandparent who outlives everyone and can still open pickle jars at 90, start hanging. Start with dead hangs. Let your breath soften, relax into it like a sloth on a spa day. If your grip gives out faster than your willpower on leg day, that's okay. Use chalk, use a box, use your feet on the ground if you need to. It's not about perfection, it's about decompression. Let gravity do its thing. Let your shoulders chill. Let your spine unwind. Here's the goal. Accumulate about 5 minutes of hanging time throughout your day. Not in one go, you're not auditioning for Cirque du Soleil. Break it up. A minute here, 30 seconds there. Do that consistently for 30 days, and you'll be amazed at what happens. Your shoulders will open, your breath will deepen, your spine will say, "Thanks, I needed that." As you level up, you'll graduate to one-arm hangs, twisty hangs, even dynamic hangs where you swing around like a kid at recess, except now it counts as adult therapy. Bottom line, hanging improves your upper body strength, grip, posture, and even your mood. You'll walk taller, feel lighter, and high-five harder.
Movement number 3.
The Jefferson Curl, aka the spine's secret sauce. Now I know what you've heard, never round your spine. But let me hit you with some truth. That advice is about as outdated as floppy disks. The Jefferson Curl isn't dangerous, it's essential. It trains segmental spinal flexion, which is just a fancy way of saying you're giving each of your vertebrae its moment to shine, one by one. This movement teaches your nervous system to stop bracing like you're about to be tackled. Because guess what? Most back pain doesn't come from some wild injury, it comes from being too stiff, too fragile, and too scared to move your spine like a normal human. The goal here is to earn back access to your hamstrings and spine like they're old friends you ghosted after college. Here's how to get started. Start your Jefferson Curl using just your body weight. Go slow. This is not a CrossFit competition, it's spinal rehab with grace. Learn to flex your spine, articulate each vertebra one at a time like you're rolling down a yoga mat with style. Once that feels smooth and your body isn't screaming, "What is this witchcraft?" you can start adding light weight. Think 10 kilograms dumbbell, nothing crazy. Eventually, you can spice things up with squat position Jefferson curls. One-arm Jefferson curls, yes, they're a thing. Jefferson curls with hamstring extensions. Or just freestyle it if you're feeling bold. The point is, get comfortable with flexing your spine. Break up with the fear. Round it with confidence. This isn't you injuring your back, it's you building a bulletproof spine. And trust me, after 30 to 60 days of doing this consistently, you'll be flexing like a cat waking up from a nap, limber, loose, and ready to pounce on life.
Movement number 4.
The 90-90 hip rotation, because your hips are tired of sitting like a pretzel. Let's talk about the hips. They're compressed 24/7 because we sit more than medieval kings and move less than sloths on NyQuil. And no, you don't need another hamstring stretch, you need hip rotation. Most people can't even rotate their femur without looking like they're summoning a cramp demon. This is where the glorious 90-90 position comes in. It teaches your femur, yes, the big thigh bone, to rotate inside the socket like it's auditioning for Dancing with the Joints. And don't get it twisted, this isn't some floppy, passive stretch. This is active joint strengthening wizardry. If your knees hurt, chances are your hips are the ones to blame. They've probably been neglected since your last game of Twister in 2008. So you'll start light, really light, like sitting on the floor and hoping your knees don't file a complaint, light. Use your hands to support yourself. Move through the position slowly and carefully. And yes, you will feel like a baby deer learning to walk at first. But stick with it. As your knees toughen up and your hips gain mobility, you'll slowly build that glorious range of motion. Eventually, you'll be able to glide through these movements like a mobility ninja, no hands required. Do it alongside your squats, pair it with other exercises, and soon your hips and knees will start acting like teammates instead of toxic co-workers. Here's the kicker. You can't just do this once a week and expect miracles. Consistency is king. Intention is queen. You've got to show up daily, progressively overload, and stop treating mobility like a side dish. It's the main course.
And number 5.
Thoracic mobility. Because your upper back is tired of being ignored. Let's be real, most lower back pain, it's actually upper back stiffness in disguise. Your thoracic spine, that's the middle of your back, was designed to twist, bend, and move like a yoga-loving slinky. But modern life has trapped it between laptops, smartphones, and car seats like a pretzel with bad posture. When your thoracic mobility goes down the drain, so does your ability to stand tall, breathe deeply, or reach for that box of cereal on the top shelf without groaning like a pirate. The fix? Thoracic extensions, rotations, and good old-fashioned mobility work. Think of it as sending your spine to a spa day, minus the cucumber water. The best part? You don't need 30 complicated drills that make you feel like you're prepping for the Cirque du Soleil. You just need a few non-negotiables. A couple of thoracic extensions here, some weighted pullovers there, and boom, you're breathing better, pressing overhead like a champ, and your shoulders stop yelling at you every time you reach overhead. And listen, these 5 fundamental movements, they're not optional. They're like brushing your teeth, but for your joints. Ignore them, and your body will start to complain, louder than your uncle at Thanksgiving. But reclaim them. Your pain often magically disappears. Okay, not magic, it's just science and consistency. This isn't therapy, it's smart movement done right, and you're going to do these daily. Yes, for the rest of your life. Because movement is your medicine, and your thoracic spine is begging you for a prescription. Don't tell me you're too old, too broken, or too busy. I've coached people in their 70s with spinal fusions, metal knees, and the posture of someone who's been binge-watching Netflix since 2009. They're doing this. So can you. No gym? No problem. You don't need a ton of space or fancy equipment. All you need is your body, a little patience, and maybe a foam roller that's not doubling as a coat rack. Start moving, start reclaiming your posture, and if you want the full system to eliminate pain and master your movement, check out the program linked below. Like this video if your spine just cracked in agreement. Comment which of the 5 movements you're missing. Subscribe if you're ready to break up with broken fitness systems and start moving like a real human again.